much coverage of the National Football League. Brings us to the beautiful... Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad. And I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception. But I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, guys around him just have to continue to play better.
May to throw on second down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. Going back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, here's May. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing on second down. May gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
First down. It's a gain of 10.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Man in motion here is Tucker. They'll run on second down. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
They'll send the tight end in motion right. May going to hold on to this one. And the Commander is going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
That's another Washington first down. 1st and goal.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area. And now he has them set up 1st and goal.
That's to the end zone, but they did not connect. It's incomplete. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. Here's a toss as they look to run. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air. I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. Man in motion is Smith. complete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. Now here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Meg. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Commander. His 4th TD grab of the season.
And when things haven't been going your way, like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
The extra point is up and through. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
So as he takes the field, Mike, he's coming off an incredibly productive game, and it's really the 4 touchdowns that stands out to us. But to him, all he could think about all week is eliminating the 2 interceptions. He told us, he said, I have to continue to be productive and have the positive plays, but at the same time, I've got to do a better job eliminating the negative.
At the 34-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the 1st down. Up to the 45.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
45-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's Horton. He's going to have that 1st down. Gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The right side to Olave. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another Seahawks 1st down.
They'll look to throw yet again. Right back to Olave. He's got it again. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20.
12 more yards. That's another Seahawks.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
They'll look to throw again. And he's in. Touchdown Seahawks. His 12th touchdown of the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball here.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it is Trey Tucker.
Trey Tucker on the return.
The Commanders' offense and their running back set to go once more. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, He's right up there among the best in the league. Grab a start on the ground, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's May. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down. I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully.
At their own 36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up
Back to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. To the air one more time. The coverage right there. And it knocked away. Incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Ethan Evans in punt formation.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. There's Dan Quinn as his Commanders head back onto the field. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. They'll begin here on the ground. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So, we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Here's the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. To return is Williams. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's putting together a remarkable season currently, leading the NFL in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Commanders' 48-yard
Hill
line.
with to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Quentin Lake on the coverage.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. They get 18 on the pitching catch. First down, Seattle.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 30.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up the first set of downs.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Get this complete to Horton. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 17.
Now they'll set up to throw. There's a throw right side taken by Bryant. Down to the line now on second and 2.
He's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown. And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Considering you only need a few inches, I understand the thought process of putting that ball in the air on third down. Let's see if you can take a shot, catch the defense in more run defense mode. But now you take that sack, put you in a fourth down where now you really have to decide how willing are you to be aggressive here to try to maintain this possession.
The kick is perfect right down the middle. And the Seahawks will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here able to put that one through.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll start it here with a first and 10. May going to look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Second down, it's May. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Washington first
And the gun is a run up the gut. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain. From the 34-yard line, here's second and 9. He'll get this out to his running back. And he won't get away. Good tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle. And
the pressure gets there, and down he goes. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Washington. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. He'll try to keep his footing. used to looking ahead for a couple of yards.
At the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it to the left side and is caught by Horton. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up third.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, big hole left side. And they finally track him down, but not until he gets to the 3-yard line. A big play for Seattle. 54 yards.
He's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with first and goal.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Brings up second and goal at the Commanders' 3-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Man in motion here is Tucker. Throwing on 2nd down. May. And he'll be stopped short of 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. We'll try to get this one on the ground. He should have it up there for the 1st down. Take it up to the 43-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
6. Devontae Smith. Out of bounds at the 50-yard line.
Man in motion is Smith.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. This is 3rd and 6. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. To the outside, he's got Smith. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. May, little pop pass to the receiver. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
May to throw on 2nd down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
That's another Washington Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, they're going to run the option here to the right. Here's 3rd and 2. Handoff here, up the middle, and he will have the Commanders' first down by a couple of yards. They get 4 on that 3rd and 2.
A 4-yard pickup on the play.
Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Commanders will cut the lead from 6 down to 3. 7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. And no return here. This is a touchback. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, the ball's out. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender
Our
to
trip across the NFL starts now in Santa Clara. The Niners at home to take on the Jaguars. And this is Cam Skattebo. He gets it, he finds some field, and he's going to leave everyone in his wake. He's gone. The 49ers move back to within a game of 500. They get to 6-7 with this victory. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We're looking on the Rams. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And this is Rashad.
Points. All that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. To throw here to begin the drive. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 40.
He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
That one pulled in by Bryant. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple.
At the 26-yard line. A A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Back to the air one more time. That's taken in by Horton. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
Third and 1.
Hill look to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Seattle. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The extra point is good. And the Seahawks will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There's Dan Quinn as his Commanders head back onto the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Starting with first and 10. Give on the ground, and he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They'll go play action with May. Be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Working out of the gun. It's May. He'll let one go down the middle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From 29, here's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Brings up third and 5.
Back to throw. He's got his man. That's Olave. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and
On the
10
move at the
14-yard
14-yard line. It's first and 10. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now second and 6.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Seahawks. That touchdown number 3 for him in the game, and number 14 for the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Makes the score Seahawks 27. Commanders
The
10.
kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Tucker. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. As they try to run it here. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's May. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. 3rd and long. Throwing now is May. He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. And he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Seahawks offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This one over the middle and caught by Bryant. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
And while it ultimately
43-yard
worked
line.
out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. If he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Left side into the hands of Olave. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
He'll look to throw.
At the 19-yard line.
Taking off.
A gain of 3 yards.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
There's that man again. Another catch. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal. Pat Bryant, touchdown Seattle. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Extra point try for Tucker. The kick is good. And the Seahawks are going to extend their lead.
34. Commanders 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. That's quickly out to Smith. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 9.
1-yard gain.
They'll run it over center with Mitchell. Into the secondary at the 45. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
It's a gain of 8.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Off the play fake, it's May. He'll step up and run this. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That'll be incomplete with a penalty flag down. It looked like someone wasn't crossed early. So, from the 37, here's 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. May goes to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now, this looks like a design run, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 on the Seahawks' 25-yard line.
2nd and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. On 2nd down, it's May. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. So, after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. Now, May. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They're going. It's May. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll turn and hand this one off. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff, running right. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Now, faking the give. Thrown left side. Catch is made. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and goal.
Hill with the throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. The ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. The back of the end zone. He's got it. Corey Horton. Touchdown Seahawks. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with that last score. I think this one is pretty much over.
The kicking team up for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks stretch things out even further.
Seahawks 41, Commanders 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. There's Dan Quinn as his Commanders head back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive. And it leads to 3rd down and 10. His fullback releasing. He's going to bring it in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Man in motion here is Tucker. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down. He takes off. And May will not risk it. Into the slide. And he's got the first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Washington Commanders first down.
Back to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing is May. try to set up the screen to Mitchell. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Rally gun, here's Matt. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage is excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal. May to the air once more. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Washington. That his first touchdown this year. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. Just a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. With down 3 scores and it's late, they're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The Seahawks offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Tackle made at the
It is 2nd
line.
and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up third down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. They'll throw out of the gun to the left side, and is caught by Horton. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. So a big mistake there. Roughing call on the field goal try. It gives them an automatic first down. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8. Setting up 2nd and short.
At the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. The big guys are on. Jumbo set here for 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.